So there is this great story of a man who lost a wedding ring. And he's down in this city, kind of in the suburbs. He's standing in the middle of the road. It's late at night. And he's looking underneath cars for this ring. And he's a big street lamp right above him, but he still can't see the ring. And so one of the neighbors comes out and he's like, hey, can I help you find it? Find something? And the guy says, sure, I'm looking for my wedding ring. So the guy gets down on his hands and knees also. They're looking in the gutter, they're looking under cars, they're looking over in the lawn. And after 30 minutes of looking, the neighbor who came and helped said, I'm just not seeing it, man. Are you sure you lost it here? And the man who lost the ring says, well, no, I lost it about a half mile up the road, but there was no light up there, so I didn't want to look there. All right, so it's a joke, but in reality, we do this all the time, don't we? We look for real estate deals where we have understanding, meaning where our local market is, rather than where the deals actually are. We're not looking in the right areas. I mean, if you think you have the entire United States or the entire world really to buy real estate in, why would the best place happen to be where you're at? Most likely it's not. That's just the place that you have the most comfortability. That's the place that you can see the most. Doesn't mean it's the very best. My name is Brandon Turner, and today I'm going to walk you through a little bit of how to invest in real estate remotely from a distance. I actually live out here in Hawaii, and I'm going to walk you through, as I get ready for my day, a little bit of what it takes to get buying rental properties or flip houses or do wholesaling remotely. So let's go. So out of 10,000 rental units that I have, 99% of them are located at least 2,000 miles away from me. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can start building your investing portfolio from thousands of miles away. So why long distance real estate investing to begin with? Well, let me give you 2 points. First of all, when you invest at a distance, you can find better deals. And secondly, when you invest at a distance, you have to be good at your systems, have to be good at business in order to make it work. Now, when you combine those together, what do you get? You get faster financial freedom. So the first thing you need to figure out is, where are you going to invest? What is that ideal market going to look like? Now, to find that perfect market that's going to fit with your goals, there's 2 methods I recommend. Number 1 is called the copycat method, and number 2, it's called the data drill down. Let me explain how both those work in just a second. Now, the copycat method basically says, look at somebody who's already doing the kind of investing you want to do and simply go invest exactly where they are investing. The second method, the data drill down, is where you want to dig into some public data as much as you can find and find markets with really high rent to price ratios. That is high rent, lower prices. If you want to download my whole list of 6,000 plus rent to price ratio markets, just go to abetterlife.com/markets. All right, so once you have one of those 2 methods and you find your market, you're gonna wanna get to know your market like a local, which means digging into where do people like to live, where are the rents higher, where is the dangerous neighborhoods, where are the good schools. And honestly, the best way to get to know that stuff is find someone local, get on a plane, go over there, check it out, meet with local people, and figure it out. Did you get all that? All right, and speaking of having to fly in and meet with people, you're gonna need to start building your team in that remote location. So I literally recommend get on a plane, fly over there, see if you can host a meetup, see if you can, there's a meetup already going on, and get to know who are the players in that market. Now, when I say team specifically, I'm referring to a few people like your real estate agent. Having a great real estate agent who understands real estate investing is vital. You need to also have somebody who understands lending. So a lender, whether it's a broker or a good bank that you can rely on, you need to be able to talk to them to get yourself a loan. Contractors, also super important, but perhaps the most important person you could possibly bring onto your team is actually a partner, a boots on the ground partner, somebody who understands the local market and you can split the profits with however you negotiate. The key is having somebody who's local is going to make your deal, and if you're trying to do it all from a long distance with no boots on the ground, it's gonna break your deal. Now there's one more team member that I didn't talk about yet that's gonna be super important for investing remotely, and that is a property manager, a great property manager who can oversee your property, take care of it when you're not there. Now here's the problem with property managers, and this is where my biggest downfall of long distance investing, remote investing has been, is if you don't find a rock star real estate property manager, you are going to struggle. You have to find that rock star. And I do not recommend doing it alone unless you have scale. Once you have 5, 10, 15, 20 units of your own, you can do it yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna need to find a great property manager. Now, how do you do that? Well, ask for referrals from people who have dozens of units. Find out who they're using and then interview them and use them as well. I need some coffee. All right, so let's now talk about the most important thing. How do you actually get deals at a distance? Now, earlier I did mention that if you're trying to invest in real estate long distance, you have to be better. Your systems have to be better. Now, what do I mean by systems have to be better? Well, I'm gonna give you a really great system that you can follow that will give you unlimited deals. Like, you'll never have to worry about deals again if you understand the GREAT system. And GREAT is actually an acronym. And it begins with goals. What are you actually trying to do? What kind of property are you trying to buy? Where are you trying to buy it at? Then set a goal. I'm gonna buy 1 this year. I'm gonna buy 5 this year. Now, the most important thing you can possibly know about investing in real estate and setting goals is to actually and if you do that, you'll make millions. All right, so let's make some coffee. Delicious. Just like your next deal is going to be. So the key now, we have our goals set, but now we want to talk about the R in the GREAT system, and that is routines. A routine is something you do regularly. I mean, at the end of the day, you get the results of what you repeatedly do. So what are the systems, routines, habits, actions you're going to do every single day? Now I want to give you 3 of them as a real estate investor, a remote real estate investor, you're going to do. Number 1, you need to get really good leads coming in. Now there's on-market and off-market strategies. It doesn't really matter which, but I'd recommend start with on-market, start with a real estate agent who can help you land some deals. The second thing you want to do is analyze them regularly. Run the numbers to find out how much you can pay. And then third, you're gonna need to make some offers. Now, if you continue that process over and over and over, there's never going to be a lack of deals coming to you. So that's the R in GREAT. I'll tell you about the EAT outside. Now, the next step is you need to get educated. Now, education obviously comes early, you're doing it right now, but education comes throughout the whole process. And when I say education, I'm talking about continually improving your skill set and your knowledge. When you're investing at a distance, you gotta always be knowing more about your market. You gotta always be knowing more about strategies, about off-market strategies for finding deals, on-market, how to negotiate better, how to do all that stuff better. That's education. Now, the A in GREAT stands for accountability. You need to have somebody holding you accountable if you're not holding yourself accountable. You know, it's easy to say I'm gonna go to the gym and then not go to the gym. But when you have a buddy show up to the gym with you, you always show up. The same is true with real estate. So get yourself a pod, a group, a friend, a mentor, a coach, somebody to hold you accountable to doing the actions that you know you need to be doing. Now, that's actually one big piece of what we do over at the Better Life Tribe. The Better Life Tribe is an accountability mastermind. So if you're part of that, you already have a pod. If not, you should definitely look into joining. And now the T in GREAT in that system, you need to give it time. You need to give it time because, you know, it doesn't happen overnight. Nobody gets rich overnight. But the longer you stick with it, the greater chance you have of start landing deals long distance. And of course, as time goes on, you're gonna get better. Your systems are gonna get better. Your processes are gonna get better. And you're gonna start building some serious wealth through rental properties remotely. And that's really all it is. To invest in real estate at a distance remotely, it's not super complicated. It simply requires consistency and action. Now, speaking of action, I'm gonna ask 2 quick actions for you. Number 1, get your market dialed in the next 3 days. I'm gonna issue you a 3-day challenge. Get your market dialed. Don't sit there thinking for the next 5 years, I wonder what market I'm gonna buy. Figure out one of the 2 strategies I laid out in this video, pick your market, and then jump all in. Schedule yourself a flight there as well. Find a time to go visit there, go to a meetup, connect with people, find an agent, lender, partner, whoever you need to start building your empire.
And lastly, if you found this video helpful and you want more videos like this, click the little like button, subscribe for more.